Hey y'all, it's Ashley Bookishrum and I am back with another video. Oh my gosh, my leg itches and I just popped my hip. I'm falling apart, y'all. I promise you, I'm falling apart slowly but surely. I'm falling apart. Well, thank you for allowing me that moment to get my life together, because just thanks. So like I said before, this is going to be my June TBR top 6. So this is something different that I'm doing. I had a goal in January before I went MIA due to my pregnancy, where I wanted to read most of the books on my shelf, or I wanted to get a good chunk of them read, because of the fact that I have a lot of unread books piling up. So TBRs and we are a hit and miss together. Sometimes I can really stick to a TBR, and then other times I just suck. I completely suck at it. So what I'm doing is I'm coming up with a top 6 every month, where I will pick 6 books off of my shelf that I need to read. Anything else that I want to read for the rest of the month is solely up to me. So 6 books. And then I'm not going to even discuss what I'm going to read for the rest of the month, because I'm going to give my mood reading feelings that flexibility. So I have 6 books that need to be read off of my shelf. 3 of them are rereads and 3 of them are completely new titles to me. So let's go ahead and get started. The first book that I have here is Pride by E.B. Savoy. This is the Brooklyn remix to Pride and Prejudice, and it deals with 2 characters, one that comes from Afro-Latino roots. And from what I've heard, a lot of people have liked this. They said that some people have liked this better than the original Pride and Prejudice, which gives me great hope, because I really enjoyed the original Pride and Prejudice. So it's great to know that this has been getting pretty good reviews, and absolutely love this edition. This is the Owl Crate edition that comes with, I don't know if you guys have seen this, but it comes with those end papers, which are gorgeous. I mean, of course, and then it's signed by E.B. So really excited to pick this one up. It is not a long book at all. It's close to 300 pages, but I mean, for the most part, it looks like it's going to be an easy, quick read. The next book that I have is the first book in the Georgina Kincaid series by Rochelle Mead, and this is Succubus Blues. It focuses on a succubus by the name of Georgina, who has anything but an extraordinary life. She works at a bookstore, which is, I mean, it's great. She gets free books, all the white chocolate mochas that she can get. She has a crush on this guy that she can't touch, because, you know, you touch the succubus, your soul. And it kind of focuses on the fact that there's something going on in the demon world that she has to pay attention to, because there's some creatures that are stirring up that both heaven and hell want nothing to do with. I have heard really good things about the succubus, the Georgina Kincaid series. I think it's about 6 books. This is the first one, and it is about 300 pages, but it is a mass market paperback, so it should be a quick read. Looking forward to it, as if I really need to start another series, because clearly I can't finish them. So I don't know why I'm starting another one, but when I looked at my shelf, I was like, that looks like something I want to read in June. So yay, go me. The next book that I have here is One Hot Summer, a one and only Texas novel by Melissa Cutler. This is the first book in this series, I believe, and it is about a woman by the name of Remedy Lane. She is a celebrity wedding planner. Something happens, she has to go back to Texas, and she meets this fire chief who apparently she's not going to get along with. They just don't have good vibes, and he thinks that she's a Hollywood princess, and I'm sure she doesn't think highly of them, and they clash. But this clearly is going to be a hate to love romance, which I do like hate to love romance, because it's like the chemistry is undeniable. You two clearly like each other, but you're just both fighting it. So I'm really excited to pick this one up. I got this in my birthday book haul last year. Should tell you something. Last year, September of last year, I got this book. I should be ashamed of myself. I mean, it's brand spanking new. I need to read it. The next one that I have here is The Designated Ugly Fat Friend by Cody Keplinger. This is the Duff. A lot of people don't like this book. I read it back in, I think, like 2014 14 or 15. So it's been about, what, 4 or 5 years since I read it. So I don't really remember it. I've read most of Cody Keplinger's work. I think there's 2 books that she's now published that I have not read, but most of her stuff I have read. So I want to go back and read this. I've seen the movie a couple times, and now, you know how like if you watch a movie, what ends up happening is that, especially if it's a book to movie adaptation, your memory starts to remember the storyline of the movie as the storyline of the book, and that's not necessarily true. They're significantly different sometimes. So I know a lot of people like the movie better than the book, but I just can't remember. So I'm rereading this because I need to remember why I like this book so much and why I rated it so highly, because there's got to be a reason for that, considering that a lot of people do not like this book at all. So we'll see. The next book that I have here is also a reread, and it is City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. I read all the way up until book 5, and I read Clockwork Prince. Did I read I read Clockwork Angel and Clockwork Prince, I believe. I can't even remember, which is why I'm doing this reread, because I want to catch up. I need to catch up, and I have a long ways to go. There's the Mortal Instruments, the Infernal Devices, the Dark Artifices, then what is it, the Red School of Magic just came out, and then there's the bind-ups of the novellas, and then the new series. It's just so much stuff. So I don't want to be so far behind that I just kind of get like, ugh, I don't want to read it at all. I think I did give this first one 3 or 4 stars, but then as I got to City of Fallen Angels, I think that was like my least favorite one. I hated that one. I hated City of Fallen Angels. I gave that one 2 stars, but I think I like the first 3. I think the first 3 I gave, you know, an average of 3 stars to, but I think by the time I got to City of Fallen Angels, it was clear that these first 3 were a trilogy and that she added 3 more on. But I really did enjoy the Infernal Devices more than this, so I'm going to read them in publication order. I know that Emma did a video of the reading order for the for just all the books that have been thus far published. So I'm going to read them in publication order. That way I get the best experience with the series. And I may do a reading diary for this one, since a lot of people have read and loved the series, and I'm one of those people that kind of rides the fence on it, where I'm like, I can see why people like it, but then again, I'm kind of like, it's not really that big of a deal to me, but we'll see. So I may do a reading diary for this. And the last one on my list is The Titan's Curse by Rick Riordan. This is the 3rd book in the Percy Jackson and the Olympian series. Remember that I am also doing a reread of this series so I can catch up and start reading the Magnus Chase series, as well as the Trial of Apollo series. In order to do that, I need to get through this series and the Heroes of Olympus series. So 3rd book, I finished Percy Jackson and the Sea of Monsters this month. So, and the I forgot, it's been so long since I've read them that I forgot the cliffhanger for the 2nd book. So I really just want to, you know, low-key start this one right now. I shouldn't do it, but I'm so tempted to, because that 2nd one, that cliffhanger was like crazy. It was super, super crazy. But yeah, anyway, super excited to pick this one up too. All right, y'all, so that's it for my TBR. Like, I'm not going to go past those 6 books as far as like my designated TBR. Now, knowing me, of course, you guys know me, like this month I've read at least, I mean, it's got to be at least 15 to 20 things that I read this month, if not more. So clearly I'm probably going to read a lot more than those 6 books. But those are 6 books that I need to get off of my shelf. That's not saying that I won't read more off of my shelf. I know that June is Pride Month, so I'm definitely going to be looking to read some LGBTQIA+ books. But I don't want to create too much of a, I need to read this, I need to read this. I don't want to do that to myself. Because usually when I do that, I get burnt out, and then I don't do anything off of my TBR, and then you guys see me disappear off the face of the planet, because it just becomes too much stuff at one time. So I'm going to focus on these 6, add stuff as I feel like I want to add stuff, because I got stuff checked out from the library, stuff that I need to get ready for work, and then, you know, then you'll see everything in like my weekly wrap-ups of what I've been reading. So as always, if you guys like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more content from me, click the subscribe button. All my social media links are down in the description box. Please let me know what you're reading for June. I'm always interested. Like, that's probably a video that I watch a lot besides weekly reading vlogs and discussion videos. I really like watching TBR videos because it helps me discover new stuff as well. Stuff that I may be interested in reading, stuff that you guys make sound really cool. So so let me know down in the comments what you guys are going to be reading this month, and I hope you guys have a wonderful evening, and I'll be back with another video soon.